NBC spoilers for Monday, October 26th. Says it all looks like the first episode of the week will feature some very intense, dramatic, possibly exciting scenes as Belle panics to see Jan in her house. Clyde tries to save Ben from himself. Xander was annoyed. Charlie receives help from Claire and more. We'll go ahead and start this spoiler with Belle and Jan scenario. It turns out Jan is definitely going to be in Belle's house in this episode, and that will completely amaze Belle. NBC's description of this Belle and Jan script tells us Belle is scared to see Jan in her house. An alternate description reads in the dark. A frightened Belle becomes unsettled after hearing something is wrong with the house. Alone and scared, it was probably the worst case scenario come true when Belle confronted Jan in the midst of a power outage. Does Belle have any reason to fear in this moment? That's a very important question for this particular situation. Either way, we're pretty sure that this extra story will bring you a lot of suspense and drama, so please pay attention to it. The second broadcast reveals that Clyde will have a very pivotal moment for Ben in this episode. At some point, we'll see Clyde try to rescue Ben from himself. NBC's description of this latest Clyde and Ben storyline tells us Clyde tries to save Ben from himself. An alternate description reads like this. Ben's personality got even worse, and Clyde realizes that he has to do something serious to save Ben. Can Clyde be able to perform efforts to rescue Ben? That's the stinging question that we hope will be answered in this volume. Some of the other official things we're hearing about Clyde is that he's going to trick Allie into leaving him in her apartment in the October 26th episode. So get ready to watch that scenario. What will it bring next week? The third teaser reveals that Xander definitely won't like what he's seeing and what's happening in this episode. In fact, he would be quite annoyed to see Sarah and Philip go out together again. NBC's description for this latest Xander, Sarah, and Philip script tells us Xander doesn't want to find Sarah and Philip together. An alternate description reads like this. Philip's feud with Xander is not over yet, and the boiling point is Xander almost overheating when he finds out about Sarah with his enemy. What will this latest action between Sarah and Philip cause Xander to do? That's a big question for this plot, and only time will tell. But it looks like we could see some intense things happen if Xander decides to act on this. The fourth and final description tells us that Charlie will be in a pretty bad situation this episode, and that Claire will be his hero as she helps him get out of it. NBC's description of this Claire and Charlie plot tells us Claire helps Charlie escape a deadlock. What exactly is this jam that Claire helped Charlie get out of? That's another big question we're looking to get answers at, as this episode airs tomorrow. Looks like this plot could definitely have some fun moments depending on how Claire helps Charlie out.